Hey Tech Doctor, how can I play all of the classic retro games on all of the old platforms on my Fire Stick or Fire TV or really any Android device? On top of that, I don't want to use the mouse toggle, I want to be able to use a gamepad, and I don't want to download any of the ROMs manually myself. So how can I do all of that? Well, in this video today, I'll be showing you how you can install a single APK which has been specially optimized for your Fire Sticks and Android TV boxes. It supports Bluetooth controllers, it does not need the mouse toggle, and it's 100% ad-free and it's 100% free. So with all of that being said, let's get started. Okay, so to play all of the retro games on your Fire Stick or Fire TV or really any Android device, the first thing we need to do is go over to your settings. Inside settings, let's go over to our device, my Fire TV, and then inside developer options, make sure you've got these two options, ADB debugging and apps from unknown sources. Both of these should be set to on. Once you've confirmed that, go back to the home screen. And now let's open up the application downloader. Now, if you are doing this on an Android TV box or an Android phone or an Android tablet, you can use a browser like Chrome or Puffin browser and type in this address, and this will allow you to download the APK. But on a Fire Stick or Fire TV, use the application downloader, and let's navigate to this address, which is http://bit.ly tduk retro TV. One last time, guys. So http://bit.ly/tduk retro TV. Let's type that in and click on go or press the play button on your remote. Okay, when you get to this page, click on the green download button and this will download the APK onto your device. Let's do that now. So just while we're waiting, guys, please do leave me a comment below and tell me what was your favorite retro game of all time from the 70s or 80s or even 90s. Do leave me a comment below. Let me know what was that one game that you just couldn't stop playing. For me, I think it was probably Street Fighter 2 actually, yeah. Okay, when you see this message, click on install. I've already got this APK on my device, so I don't need to install it again, but for you, click on install and that should take a few seconds and that'll be ready to go. Okay, so we installed our APK. Let's now pair our Bluetooth controller, because as we know with these retro games, you really do have to have a controller to play. So the controller I'm using is the GameSir G4S or GS4, and I will be leaving a link in the description. Now, the reason why I particularly prefer this, I mean, it definitely is a quality controller. Let me just turn it on for a second. And he says that it doesn't work anymore. Let's hold that down. Oh, there we go. So we can see, I mean, it is a good quality controller. I think it cost about $35 or $40, and we can see immediately it says GameSir G4S connected. So I like it because firstly, it's good quality. Secondly, for this particular emulator, all of the buttons get mapped automatically. Whereas if you buy a different controller, then you may have to go into the emulator, then map the buttons manually. But with this controller, everything is ready to go. So, and if you don't know how to pair a controller, all you need to do is go over to your settings, go down to your controllers and Bluetooth devices, and here we can go to other Bluetooth devices. So this game controllers is actually for the official Amazon game controller, but because obviously this is a third-party one, you're going to go to other Bluetooth devices, click on that, then click on add Bluetooth device, set your gamepad into discovery mode, then the two should pair up. I've already paired up mine, so I'm good to go. Okay, let's put that down a second. Let's now start the emulator. Okay, so to start the emulator, let's hold down the home key on the remote and let's click on apps. This will take us to our apps library. Now, the last application that you install will always be at the bottom of the list. So the way we can quickly get there is just press left on the remote, and here is the new application there. So let's press the options key on that and select move to front, just to bring it to the top of our application list. Okay, let's start that up. So as previously mentioned, guys, this is a special version of this emulator which is designed for Fire Sticks, for Android TV boxes. Basically, we can see that the layout is properly formatted and designed to be used on a TV, and it also works perfectly fine with the remote control, because I've seen other versions with this emulator where you have to use the mouse toggle, but as we can see here, guys, I can do everything with the standard remote control. So let me just quickly take you around the emulator. Okay, so when you start here, you'll be in the recommended section. So here you can see things like what's the highest ranked emulated game, what's the latest game. You can also search for games here. Then you got some of the other popular sections here. If you go across to topics, So this is basically like different genres of games, but I think the majority of you would just want to go straight to the categories. Now the category is basically telling you which consoles do you want to emulate, so whether that's arcade, that's Dreamcast or Mega Drive. So for example, if I want to play some retro arcade games, I can click on that, and this will now show me all of the arcade games it has in its library, and we can see there's over 53 pages of content. So let's say for example, I want to see Sunset Riders. This is a great classic arcade game where you're basically a cowboy and you have to go around. It's one of those sideways scrolling shooting games. It really was a great game. So let's click on that now. And we can see now we have options to like the game. We can click on favorites, or we can click on download. So let's click on download now. And we can see now you got a progress bar here. And then within a few seconds it now says launch, which means the game is now ready to launch. So either you can launch it from here or you can launch it from another menu. But let's just try launching it now. So in fact, let me now show you the controller. And we can see I can control it properly from using the controller. So let's click on launch. And let's click on launch again. Okay, this is just telling you what the controls are. So it tells you how to add coins, virtual coins into the game, like you're playing on an arcade, and how to press start. This basically means you want to play as player one. Let's click on that again. Let's now look at this arcade game. Okay, let's add some coins. Yeah, this is okay. Okay, let's press start. Okay, so I need to capture Simon Greedwell. And that's me. There's TDUK. So I can jump with A and X is shoot. Okay. Okay. I mean, we know with all the old arcade games, it was all about the playability. I mean, we can see obviously the graphics are nothing special for... I mean, we can see that the graphics are nothing amazing compared to, today's standards, but the playability was definitely there. Let's go back to the menu. Okay, so that was just under the categories. So categories basically, once again, is a different consoles or different devices that you want to emulate. Then you can also break it down into different genres of games here. So let's say, for example, I'm looking for racing games only. Let's click on that. This will now show me all racing games across the different platforms. So we can see this is for Mega Drive. We can see this is for arcade, Dreamcast. So we can see the different platforms that these arcade games will actually work on. Let's go over to manage. Okay, so the manage section is where you basically confirm that your controller is configured correctly. You can also get a list of supported controllers, but as previously mentioned, guys, pretty much any Bluetooth controller will work on this emulator. Then lastly, you have the My Game section. So whichever games you download on whichever platform, all of them will end up in My Game. So let's just try a couple other games. Let's try... Crazy dog. How do I kill that dog? No, it keeps and we can see, guys, even quite visually demanding games like this run absolutely smoothly with no lag, with no stuttering, and it really is identical to playing this game in the arcade. Let me see if I can pull off a super move. Okay, so here we're actually emulating a PlayStation game, PlayStation 1 game, and again we can see it plays flawlessly. Oops. Okay, here we're trying to emulate a 64-bit games console. Let's go for Toad. That's all for this video, guys. Many thanks for watching and many thanks for staying till the end. If you did find it useful, then do give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more stuff like this, then do think about subscribing and also hit the notification bell. I'm doing my special 100k giveaway, so please do check out the pinned comment for those 5 top prizes. Like and share this video, and I'll hopefully catch up with you guys real soon. Thanks.